The good, the bad, the ugly here. You were talking about those doorbell cameras a little while ago, Dave.
I don't have one.
I don't either. This is way it can save a life.
Yeah, you all do. You just don't know about them.
Are they inside the door?
Yeah, I watch.
This is Scotts Valley, California. Would you have gotten involved here? A jogger was jogging by a home through a neighborhood and saw smoke coming out the roof of a house.
The roof?
The roof was on fire.
Ooh.
So he ran up to the doorbell, rang the doorbell several times. It alerted the homeowners who were out of town. Couple of 100 miles away. They saw
your phone rings when somebody rings the doorbell.
Got an alert on their phone. So they answered the Ring doorbell and said, "Can we help you?" And he said, "Your house is on fire. I can see smoke coming out of the top." He's a jogger. And they said, "Oh my God, we have pets inside." They had like a couple of dogs. They had a rabbit. They had, was it a fish? I can't recall.
It doesn't matter.
Well, we're in descending order of savability, obviously.
Well, the fish is in water. Come on.
What did they have? They had two dogs for sure. And he said, "Is there any way I can get in the house?" And they said, "Here's our code." And he literally punched in their code, went into the house, and saved every pet.
Faith.
Yeah. How about that?
Did he show them? Were they FaceTiming? How did they know that he just wasn't jacking with them?
That's a good question. I wonder if he showed them.
That's what I was saying.
Well, no, because they were talking to him through the Ring doorbell.
They're talking right through him.
Yeah.
I know, but you can see someone's face. It doesn't mean your house is on fire.
That's a good point. But they did give him the code, and he ran in.
Yeah.
What they said, though, was they were amazed that he was willing to run into a burning house of a stranger just for pets, and he did.
I took a bottle of Jameson's, too. Hope that's all right.
Yeah. You're out of milk, by the way.
Here's a little audio from it.
I saw him running back and forth, so I answered it, and he said,
"Smoke coming out of the top of your house?"
"I want to give him a hug. I'll buy him lunch. I'll buy him dinner. I don't know. I want to just thank him so much, let him know how thankful we are."
They called 911 too. They saved the house. The roof was damaged heavily. The upstairs was damaged. Some cabinetry, and one of the cars caught on fire in the garage as well.
Wow.
Yeah, the Chevy Blazer.
What was it? Not the driver.
The Blazer, really?
The Blazer. Yeah.
Yeah. I think like Dave. I hate to be that way, but I'd be thinking, is there a fire?
But she could see this guy panicking, running around.
Yeah.
That's why she said she decided to answer.
Still.
Two dogs. I have it. Two dachshunds, a rabbit, a cat, and a fish. All out.
Gee whiz. He's
Menagerie. He's running with the goldfish bowl out and put it on the street.
How many times would you go back into your house, Kelly, if it was on fire? For the guinea pigs.
Ooh. Are they on a different floor than the main level?
Yes, they're.
I don't know about that.
They're on the high risk.
They're on the upstairs. Ooh, that's how that show I used to watch. This Is Us. One of the main characters died. He went back in for the dog. Got the dog. Inhaled smoke, later died of a heart attack at the hospital. The daughter who sent him back in for the dog always blamed herself for the death.
Wow.
Really?
That's why she ate her feelings.
Boy, she's big. Yeah.
Oh, it's that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's the one with the hot brother?
Yeah, hot brother didn't eat his feelings.
No.
She ate everything.
He went to the gym.
He went to the gym.
Worked it out.
They had to tie it all back into her weight.
They did.
Yeah.
Is that what they do on that show?
Gosh, why could she be heavy?
He's right.
How about she killed her father? That is horrible. I've always hated that show.
No, let's make it worse.
That show, so it also gave crock pots a bad name because that's how the fire started.
Fire started over a crock pot.
Yeah, somebody left the nacho dip on too long.
Super Bowl
And
Sunday.
you know what's happened now?
Yeah.
Air fryers.
That's right.
Yeah.
The crock pot industry said this cannot happen.
No.
It was a short out. They let it on. They left it on. It shorted out after Super Bowl Sunday. He had cooked chili, and that was a great episode. Fantastic episode. They got the crock pot from a neighbor when they first moved in. Now it was like 10 years later, and it was on the fritz, you know. And a week earlier, what a great job of foreshadowing. She said, "Did you buy those batteries for the smoke detector?" He's like, "I'll get it sometime soon." Later, he died of that.
Plot point.
Big time.
Well, they
Big
also,
time.
of course, make you think he lives at first, and then he dies of smoke inhalation later at the hospital.
He had a
from
heart attack. And
Yeah.
apparently that's real, too, that happened. He had taken in so much smoke, he had a massive heart attack at the hospital.
That's the worst.
Bad story here. A stolen SUV careened through a Durham, North Carolina neighborhood over the weekend before taking out the porch of a home and turning a traffic sign into a spear. It had a traffic sign that it hit on the way into the home, and the traffic sign was impaled into a wall near where a couple was sleeping.
You get to keep it.
Well, you'd hope.
There was a time when road signs were my A1 target when I was drunk.
The road sign was for Markham Avenue and North Roxborough Street. So that sign is impaled into their wall. And I would think they would get to keep that, unless they're going to put it back. This is the couple.
It snapped 3 4x4s caused a crack in the foundation all the way down.
It went through the exterior wall, through the bathroom at like an angle, and then came out the bedroom, like hitting picture frames and just like bursting through.
Yeah, just covering our room in drywall and pieces of wood.
This was 3:30 in the morning. They were asleep in bed and a car careened through their porch and house. They say they're lucky to be alive. And they also said that they had thought of this before because it's a fairly busy intersection on a corner. The city had put up Durham, North Carolina, a concrete barrier, but it didn't catch this car.
It doesn't help.
Went
sometimes.
around it.
There's a school nearby here that's been run into three times this year.
3 times.
By cars, and they've put up those big concrete poles.
Yeah.
They've done everything, and people keep running into the damn building.
I know. And parents are saying, I don't feel safe. My kid's at this school.
No.
And that 3 times a car has gone careening into it.
Those are smart kids. Too.
It does. Yeah, they are. Talented, too. I'm telling you. They've got the talent. The ugly story today. I mentioned this earlier. An Arizona woman was the birthing partner for her best friend. Her best friend was going to become a single mom. And she was pregnant and having trouble, down on her luck, had lost her job and was having trouble making ends meet. So the friend said, move in with us. I'm going to be your birthing partner. The friend is 28 years old. And they went for the labor, she went with her. She was in the delivery room while the woman gave birth. Woman's name is Haley Custer. She is the birthing partner. When her friend gave birth, the child had a distinct birthmark on its neck. And her husband had the exact same one. And it turns out her husband is the father of the baby, had been cheating with her best friend. And that's how she figured it out.
They do that? Birthmarks carry over?
It was a hereditary birthmark, which I'd never heard of before.
No.
The husband's name is Travis Bowling, and he admitted when the birthmark was exactly the same and in exactly the same spot, she looked at him and said, are you the father of this child? And he admitted that he had cheated with the best friend.
It's in the shape of a Sour Patch Kid.
It sounds like a This Is Us season plot, season-ending cliffhanger.
Unbelievable.
Well, she got
Yes, it
used
does.
from 2 sides, didn't she?
She did.
His wife?
She did.
From her friend and her.
Yep. She has now,
husband.
this happened 3 months ago. She described the shock that came over her when she found out, and the friend said, it's true, he's the father. And she had no idea the entire time and had been there for her like a rock. She was there for
What's she
her.
going to do? They say?
She's divorced the husband. She's filed divorce papers, but she says she'll stand by the friend and help her raise the child. I mean, help her out where she can. Isn't that amazing?
Yeah, I mean,
What
I
a-
thought she'd get kicked to the curb. She'd kick everybody to the curb.
She had played like the father figure role. And so she says, I'm going to continue to help her out as much as I can because the girl's got nothing.
She's quite the grown-up. Well, let the ex-husband take care of her.
Take care of. The husband said, well, I cheated with her and like 20 other people. So, you know.
So there's birthmarks
Lots of
everywhere.
I never heard about that, a hereditary birthmark.
Man, that's Zorro.
Isn't that strange? I know.
I
Isn't that
didn't either.
I didn't know that could even happen, but that's exactly how it was. Apparently, he had that kid, and they think he may have impregnated somebody else, too.
There's one way to find out.
I'll tell you what. Use a condom.
Yes.
They ain't been using
Use a condom.
They
I
ain't been
would
using
say.
condoms for years.
If you're not watching the cameras, Kelly pointed at his crotch.
Oh, yeah, well, use a condom if you're doing that. My
No,
goodness.
a thing.
Good gracious.